Hey guys, so I just found out about a Sephora sale that is coming. I had no idea. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers here, Too Much Mouth. She put up a video where she talks about the sale and I was like, oh my gosh. So it's, as I understand it, a way to celebrate the store's reopening after being closed the past few months. And I'll have details of the sale down below in my description box if you want to take a look. But I believe it runs from August 14th to August 23rd. And there is a code that you can use only once online, but apparently you can use it endlessly in store. So you can get $15 off $75, or you can get $20 off $100. So I don't think you get an additional discount if you have, 200 or 300. I don't think it's incremental. I think it's just $20 off of 100. However, if you do go in store, it sounds like you can just make all of these purchases separately and get your $20 off $100. So I'm going to give you 10 recommendations for the sale, and I'm going to show you what's in my cart, which isn't much because we've had a lot of sales going on. So let's go ahead and start with my recommendations. I think I've put all of them on my face today, and so I'll do some split screens so you can see them in action. But before we jump in, let me actually just mention that these are kind of like newer discoveries to me. So while I still have my all-time favorites, things that maybe I've mentioned in previous recommendations videos, I still recommend those. I still love those products, but I thought, let me give you kind of like a fresh list, things that I've been really enjoying as of late. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Kevyn Aucoin Stripped Nude Skin Tint. This is what I have on my face today. This has appeared in, I think, a couple of my favorites, and I just really enjoy it. I love a light coverage foundation. I love one that just feels really light on the skin or doesn't feel like anything at all. And this is it. It has just a very light coverage. I think it's great, especially now that we're wearing face masks. There's just not much to wear off. It just is, it's so light that even when I do get a little bit, I always feel like I get on my face mask like a little bit on the nose. It's not like you can really see that any of my foundation is missing because this is, again, it's just so light, and I just love like the very kind of like minimal perfecting that it does to my skin. It's just super natural looking and I love it. Very lightweight. So I have it in the shade medium ST04. That's what works for me because it is so light in coverage, and I think, a lot of your natural skin tone kind of shines through. I don't know that it matters that much. I mean, obviously you want to get something close, but I think the ST04 or even the 03 would work fine for me. Or if you have a similar skin tone to mine, I think that would work really well for you. So that is my first recommendation, this nude skin tint. The second one is one that I just recently discovered, but it is not a new product. I actually talked about this actually in a couple videos now, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish. I have it in the shade 1 Fair, and this is her color corrector. And when I first got this, I thought, okay, it's peach, it's a color corrector, I get it, I'll use it under my eyes. I have a little bit of, discoloration. I like to brighten it up under there. But when I apply it under my eyes, it doesn't actually look that peach. It actually looks almost like a concealer. So I've been using it as a concealer, even though this is technically a color corrector, but I've been using it as a concealer and it's wonderful. I love this formula. I usually don't use like pan style concealers very often. They tend to be a little bit thicker. They tend to be very opaque and high coverage. And when I use such a light foundation, I don't necessarily want such a heavy coverage concealer because you'll see kind of like the disparity. So I really have been enjoying this. There is definitely enough coverage for me. I really feel like it blanks out any of the discoloration I have around my eyes. And I even use it around my nose to kind of dampen like the redness that I have. It's just wonderful. It's really great. And it just blends in like a dream. I just love it. So that is my second recommendation for you. All right, next up, another product I've been talking about a lot lately, but has never really made it into recommendations because I think it's a little bit too new for that, but it is the Kosas bronzers. So I have it in shades light and medium. So light is the shade that I'll just kind of lightly dust all over my face if I want that glow. And the medium is what I use kind of as like a bronzer. So I'll use it like underneath my cheekbones, around the perimeter of my face. And again, because I've talked about this product so much, I won't linger too long, but I just love the sheen that it has. It just gives your skin not only a glow from like the bronziness, but an actual glow from like this formula here. There's just such a gorgeous sheen. And I do have both of these bronzers like all over my face, and I love them, absolutely love them. As for blush, we've got the Dior Blush. This is in color 219. Again, not a new product at all, but a new product to me. And I just fell in love with this blush. I can't stop using it. It has a little bit of like a duochrome sheen going on. It's velvety, velvety soft, and I love it. It's just this like beautiful, like bright peachy color with like a golden shift. I have it on my cheeks today. I just love it. And it seems to kind of go with everything. Every time I'm like, I don't know what to go with, I'll just reach for this one because I know how much I love it. And it seems to go really, really well. So definitely this Dior blush, again, in shade 219. And then for highlighter, I have been loving this palette from Guerlain. This is their Meteorites Pearl Dust palette. It is a customized highlighting palette infused with pearl extract. It's what you see here, like on top of my cheekbones. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I basically just swirl my brush in all three, and yes, that's all I can say. It's just yes. And it has the Meteorite scent, which I really love, that violet scent. It's not too strong. You just get kind of like a whiff of it when you put your brush into the pans. And when you dust it on, it's like super high beam. And I love this compact because it's kind of like overgrown. Here it is next to the Kosas. Number 6, I have a brow product. And it's not the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel, although I will always recommend that. But I have really fallen in love with the Gucci Brow Pencil. It is a powder pencil, so it just has a really soft effect. I have it in my brows, and I love it. It's just so different from all the other brow pencils that at least I've experienced, which are very waxy based, which, you know, those work fine too. I like those as well. But this was just a nice change, and I really like the shading effect that you can do with a powder pencil. I use shade Brun, and I think it works really well, and there's a very nice spoolie on one side, and it's just fantastic. So highly recommend this Gucci brow pencil. Next up is the mascara that I've been really loving lately, and again, you know, this is something I've mentioned in my favorites, but it's just a little bit too new to me to have mentioned in any other recommendations videos. But this is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, what I have on my lashes today. It's just a gorgeous mascara. It's so easy to use. I don't feel like, you know, when mascaras are too volumizing, I feel like I really kind of have to like work it through and like comb and brush until it's not too clumpy. I really don't like a clumpy mascara, and a lot of lengthening mascaras are on the wetter side, and I feel like I have to be really careful with those too. Like, I don't want to get it everywhere. They tend to be a little bit messy, and this one just falls right in between. It has a wand that has like shorter bristles on one side and then longer, further like spaced out bristles on the other. I'll start with the longer bristle one, and then I'll work in some volume, and I love it. And then another Ilia product that I had to mention because these just came out. They were kind enough in sending me all new 6 shades, and I have one of them on my lips today, but this is their Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil. These are wonderful. So this is the shade that I have on, which is Saint. It is like their warmest, most orangey color. I'm just gonna put some more on. But it is one of those lip products that you're going to want to reapply all day. It feels so beautiful on the lips. It's not too oily, it's not too balmy, which sometimes I feel like can be a little bit thick at times. It's like right in between. It's almost like their mascara. It's like that perfect middle ground between an oil and a balm, and I love it. And they have these like gorgeous shades. So again, Saint is the one that I have on my lips, which is the most orangey, but they have like beautiful, beautiful pink mauvey tones. Let me just hold them all up. But I swatched all of these for you, I think in my last haul video, not yesterday's, but the time before. Aren't these just so pretty? And they're fairly sheer, you know, they don't have a ton of pigment, so I just think they're really easy to wear, and I really, really love them. So highly recommend these new Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oils. All right, 2 more lip products to finish off this list, and they're both like sheer balms. So first, the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in Laguna. This is so great. It has that bronzy shade, which is so great if you're kind of going for like a bronzy, kind of like monochromatic look. but you really hate that kind of like brown lipstick because it can make you look corpse-like, which I totally get. I happen to enjoy it, but I totally get that. I think this is a little bit warmer, and it's obviously, it's very, very sheer, and it's really easy to wear, but it gives you kind of like that nude look, like overall, and I love it. And the formula is really wonderful, very, very comfortable. And then another sheer bomb, these are from Gucci. So I have No More Orchids, which is a really, really kind of bright pastel-y pink. But because these are sheer, they're just really fun to wear. So that's No More Orchids. And then I also have Renee Pink, which was sent to me from Gucci. And this one is, it's not really pink at all. It's like a red, and this has been really fun to wear as well. So that's Renee, but you can see how moisturizing they are. Do you see that like glossy finish? There's the NARS glossy finish there. I'm just loving all of these like lip products. They've just been so good to me over the summertime. So those are my 10 recommendations for this little Sephora sale, and I just wanted to share with you the 3 things in my cart. We'll see if I actually get them. I am interested in these products, but we'll see. We'll see if I actually kind of pull the trigger. The first one is the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. It's $38, and I just love a scrub. I love a scalp scrub. I love a body scrub. And it just sounds like it smells really, really good. So the fragrance is Melrose Place. I'm not familiar with her fragrances, but it's a velvety, rich rose fragrance with hints of bergamot, lychee, cedarwood, and white musk. All of these things I really enjoy. So that one I'm pretty excited about, and really the reason why I'm telling you what's in my cart is so I can ask you guys if you've used these products, what your thoughts are on them. I would love to hear, and just steer me in the right direction if you like love or hate any of these products. The second thing I have in my cart is the new Patrick Ta Major Glow Dewy Milk Mist. So this is a weightless spray that sets makeup, gives skin a visibly luminous glow, and delivers all-day hydration. I mean, who doesn't want that? So I thought I would give that a shot. I do have a lot of facial sprays that I really love, like the Chantecaille Rose spray. I have the Lila Bee Aglow Face Mist, but none of those I would say is like a setting spray per se. I'd really like to give this a shot. If you guys have tried this, please let me know your thoughts, because I feel like face sprays can just really go very, very wrong. And then last but not least, I have the Shiseido Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush. This is something my friend Kate over at Kate the Great Beauty raves about, and a lot of the colors are sold out, probably due to her, but there is one shade left that looks good to me. It is Ico Tan. So I thought I would give that a shot. I love like a cream blush. So yeah, so that's all I have in my cart. It totals $105. So I only went over that $100 mark by a little bit. So I think that's like the best I've ever done with these kinds of sales. Usually it's like you get $50 off, you know, $200, and I'll have like $198 in my cart, and then I'll put one more thing in and it's like $275. So I'm glad I got it really close to $100. Let me know what you guys are thinking about getting for this sale down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.